What is good, people? Welcome back to the channel. Cage is back, and we're back with a little transfer update. Something I thought would have happened maybe earlier this week. We may be signing a free agent very soon, which I hope we do for extra cover. We're going to get into that in just a moment. Also going to speak about the 10 million that Leeds United is set to bank for want-away defender, unwanted defender, shall we say, Rasmus Christensen. And I'm also wondering if maybe Jack Harrison could follow suit, and I'll get into that in just a moment too. Also going to touch on the Jürgen Klopp and Leeds United link as well, to speak about that. Before I do, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, drop your comments below. Thank you to Parrot House and William Morrison for the super thanks on the last video. Much appreciated, guys. And thank you to all my existing members. And if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. Now, before I get into the Czech KOUYATÉ thing, people, you guys know I love my hockey. I must be the most unluckiest fan in the world. My goalkeeper as well for the Pittsburgh Penguins conceded 6 last night. Yeah, it's not been a very good week for me, I'm not going to lie. So listen, but this could be good, because Graham Smith has just reported that Czech KOUYATÉ is one of a small number of free agents Leeds United have been considering as Danny Farke seeks solutions for his defensive midfield injury crisis. Now, KOUYATÉ is somebody I spoke about in the summer. And it was a layup for me in the summer to bring him in. I knew his contract was coming up. I think he was at Forest last. And at this level, Czech KOUYATÉ could be a real good asset, and he can play both defensive midfield and centre back. And we know we're going to need that versatility at some point. We know that he may have to drop back in there. And also with a free agent, what the bonus for the free agent that's coming in at this position, it's highly unlikely we're going to see Gurev again this season, and if we do, it's going to be late season. So they're going to get ample football time. So I don't think the playing time is going to be an issue. Maybe the wage demand could be an issue, or maybe it's the fact that maybe they don't want to drop into the championship. That could be another factor. But if we can get Czech KOUYATÉ up to speed at this level, this would be a real good signing, especially at this stage, transfer window close, free agent. If he is up to speed, and that's where Leeds United will look to see if he is fit enough to play, because we're going to need him to contribute straight away, which is why I thought we would get this kind of thing done, say Monday, get a trialist in and give them the 2 weeks to get up to speed with the fitness, tactics, and everything else. It's now Thursday as we record this, so there's like a week basically, and then we got the game on Friday against Sheffield United. So if we're going to get this done, I feel like it has to be done over the weekend. But he is one of a small number. We mentioned Christoph Kramer before. Obviously, I think there were some logistical reasons why he wouldn't come, which is understandable. He wants to stay in Germany. He's got a family over there, and those are the things you have to consider as well. But Czech KOUYATÉ has been in England for a very long time, and if he is willing, if Danny Farke is willing, to take him on, and he's willing to come, I think that would be a very, very smart signing, especially in light of our lack of defensive midfield cover. Because look, Tanaka and Rothwell are going to do well, but you even saw in the game against Sunderland how Joby Bellingham was getting free on occasion. Czech KOUYATÉ can help out with that while we wait for Ampadu to return in the new year, and Gurev whenever that will be, in speedy recovery to both men. So this will be something to keep an eye out on, and I'm glad that we are actually actively looking in this pool. If it's not KOUYATÉ, I do wonder who else it could be. Maybe give some suggestions in the comments below, but I would love KOUYATÉ to come, and I think it would be a short-term deal, by the way, maybe till the end of the season, and then, a nice bonus if we get promoted. Here's 100 grand, 200 grand, got Premier League money, who cares? Pay him. But, we do need help in that area. So let's keep an eye out on that one. Somebody who won't be here, and I know this was reported a few days ago, so I'm not going to go into big detail on this, but Frankfurt want to sign Rasmus Christensen on a permanent deal. And the bosses are satisfied with him, and they want to trigger the option to buy of around 10 to 12 million euros, which is around 8 to 10 million pounds. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I'm very surprised. I'm very, very surprised that this is happening. I remember when we did the video that he was going out on loan to Frankfurt and they had the option to buy. It's like, all right, yeah, okay, sure. But by all accounts, and I've read from German media people, I've read from Frankfurt fans, they are very happy with Rasmus. See, one man's trash is, you know that saying. But it just goes to show, and when you've got players, there's always a taker for him. And Lee, it's horses for courses. He was not suited to the Premier League. He was not suited to English football. It was too much for him. Like I say, he always made me nervous, and that's why I was really glad he went back out on loan, because I think the Championship would have eaten him up. I think he looks like a Viking, but he's no Viking. But listen, the win here for Leeds United is that we're going to get a real good transfer fee. Because I'll be real, I thought he would we kick the can down the road. He'd be back next summer, and we'd have to probably take 2-3 million when we get promoted or something like that, and take a real heavy loss. The fact that we're getting pretty much what we paid for him is a win for Leeds United. It really is. And listen, good luck to Rasmus, man. There was nothing wrong with him in terms of his personality or anything like that. He just wasn't very good here, and it's as simple as that. And he's not the only bad buy we've had, and he won't be the last. But it's good that Leeds United could get the money now. If we could get it in January, that would be great. But if it's next summer, cool too, because the fact is we're going to get a real good chunk of money for him, which is a nice surprise. And I just wonder if another loanee will follow suit. And the reason why I bring up Jack Harrison is because this could be a realistic one as well. We saw in the last game, he put an assist on the plate for Dwight McNeil. And I'm hoping, and this is what I'm hoping here, I'm hoping that the new Everton board, who are taking over the club, or who have taken over the club, I should say, will look at him and go, oh, yeah, we need to get this guy on a permanent. Let's get him in January. Imagine if we could get whatever we get for Jack Harrison, whether we get the money we pay back for him around 11 million or maybe even a little more, that would be nice too. But if we could get him off the books permanently for a permanent fee, that would be amazing. And all I'm hoping is that he goes on another hot streak, maybe fools them for another 4 games and they go, sign him before somebody else gets him. They trigger the whatever option it is, or give Leeds an acceptable bid. We accept it. See you later, Jack Harrison on a permanent. That would be the ideal thing for me before they find out that he's going to go cold for the next 15 games. But this would be something that I would love to see happen, especially if we can get the money once again for January, really strengthen the team, and hopefully we're in the top 2 conversation and we've got an eye on the Premier League there. And getting a real difference maker, maybe even a new goalkeeper. That would be lovely too, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's one to keep an eye out on, because we've seen it before with Sinistero when he was out on loan. That release clause got triggered. I think it was after the transfer window, so we got it in the summer. So there is possibilities, especially when Harrison does go on his little hot run. Let's hope that we can get some money in for him too. That would be ideal, especially for our transfer budget. Something else that has popped up is Jürgen Klopp. And I don't know if this is going to be a direct thing for Leeds United, but Jürgen Klopp has taken over at Red Bull. He is overseeing, let me just get his job title here, head of global soccer at Red Bull. Now, Jürgen Klopp, obviously, he needed time out of the game. I think the Liverpool job, as he said, he's got nothing left. He had nothing left. Now, what does this mean for Leeds United? I don't know what it means. We know what Mario Gomez is towards Leeds. I've read that to you before. Mario Gomez coordinates with Leeds, just gives them pointers, ideas, because that's what Leeds United 49ers wanted to partner with Red Bull. They like the ideas. They like how the Red Bull model works. And that's what Mario Gomez is. He doesn't give advice on transfers. He doesn't, they don't intervene in that way. It's more about the structures and everything else that Red Bull, apply in their structural systems. Now, if Jürgen Klopp is giving advice along with Mario Gomez to Leeds United, that's a win. Listen, Jürgen Klopp, you know me, I did not have time for him as a manager. I thought he's like a big baby when he lost. And maybe some would say the greatest managers are like that. Feel like he could have probably won more at Liverpool. But the fact is, what he won at Liverpool, I would kill for at Leeds United. So for me, there is no loss if Jurgen Klopp is giving Leeds United advice when it comes to whatever it may be, structure at the football club, maybe potential signings that they feel could benefit Leeds United in England rather than going Salzburg or Leipzig. I just feel like his wealth of knowledge in the game is a good thing. And if we can benefit off that, bring it on. Absolutely bring it on. Don't know if that will be the case. All I know is that Mario Gomez is one, but you got to believe Mario Gomez will report back or speak to Jurgen Klopp. And that will be a partnership that the 49ers will want to use. They should be looking to use Jurgen Klopp's knowledge and everything else like that. Now, listen, people say he didn't get all his signings right. Nobody does, but for every Keita and I think probably the one that finished him off, Darwin Núñez, there's a Salah, there's a Mane, and there's bringing Trent Alexander-Arnold through. So he's got more wins than losses. Let's just put it that way. So yeah, I mean, it's a real good thing for him. Good thing for Leeds United, especially if he gets involved. But we shall see through time. We shall see. But listen, people, that is the video today. I hope you've enjoyed the update. That I thought I'd wait until there's some news to actually talk about before I put out a video, and I'm glad I did. Please like the video before you go. Drop your comments on anything discussed below, and I'll see you in the next one, people. Peace out.